The MS Rotterdam represents Holland America Line's commitment to mid-sized luxury cruising, and after spending time researching this vessel, it's clear why this ship has earned such a devoted following. This isn't your typical massive floating city that can feel overwhelming. Instead, the Rotterdam offers something increasingly rare in today's cruise industry: intimate elegance combined with modern amenities. At just over 99,000 gross tons and carrying around 2,668 passengers, the Rotterdam strikes that sweet spot between having enough onboard options to keep you busy while still feeling personal and manageable. You won't spend half your vacation just trying to navigate from one end of the ship to the other, which honestly is a relief when you just want to grab a coffee and watch the ocean go by. The ship launched in 2021 as the third vessel in Holland America's Pinnacle class, and it shows in every detail. From the moment you step aboard, there's an immediate sense that this cruise line knows exactly what they're doing when it comes to creating spaces that feel both sophisticated and welcoming. What really sets the Rotterdam apart is how it manages to feel both grand and cozy at the same time. The public spaces flow naturally from one to another, and there's always a quiet corner to escape to if the main areas get too busy. It's the kind of ship where you can easily imagine spending sea days without feeling like you're missing out on anything. Let's talk about where you'll actually be sleeping, because let's face it, your stateroom is going to be your home base for the entire cruise. The Rotterdam offers a solid range of accommodation options that should work for most budgets and preferences. The interior staterooms start at around 151 square feet, which might sound tiny, but Holland America has gotten pretty clever with storage solutions. These rooms include a queen-size bed that can convert to two twins if needed, plus a sitting area with a sofa that doubles as additional storage. The bathrooms are compact but functional, with a shower, sink, and all the basics you need. If you can swing a few extra dollars, the ocean view staterooms are definitely worth considering. These rooms are slightly larger at around 200 square feet and feature a porthole or window that actually opens, which is surprisingly rare these days. There's something special about being able to let in actual ocean air instead of just recycled ship air conditioning. The real sweet spot for many cruisers is the veranda staterooms. Starting at about 284 square feet, including the private balcony, these rooms give you that crucial outdoor space where you can have your morning coffee or evening wine without dealing with crowds. The balconies aren't huge, but they're big enough for 2 chairs and a small table, which is really all you need. For those looking to splurge a bit, the Rotterdam suites are genuinely impressive. The Neptune suites clock in at around 465 square feet plus a 200 square foot veranda, and they come with perks like priority boarding, complimentary laundry, and access to the exclusive Neptune Lounge. The Pinnacle Suite is the ship's top accommodation at over 1,400 square feet, complete with a baby grand piano and wraparound veranda, though you'll definitely pay premium prices for that level of luxury. One thing Holland America does particularly well is accessibility. The Rotterdam has a good selection of accessible staterooms across all categories, with features like roll-in showers, grab bars, and lowered closet rods. They've clearly put thought into making sure guests with mobility challenges can enjoy the same level of comfort as everyone else. When it comes to feeding yourself on the Rotterdam, you're definitely not going to go hungry. Holland America has always taken dining seriously, and this ship continues that tradition with a solid mix of included venues and specialty restaurants that are worth the extra cost. The main dining room operates on Holland America's flexible dining system, which means you can either stick to traditional early or late seating times, or show up whenever you want during service hours. The menu changes daily and focuses on what they call global cuisine with regional flair. Translation: familiar dishes with interesting twists that won't scare off picky eaters but still offer something new to try. The Lido Buffet is your standard cruise ship buffet, but Holland America does it better than most. Instead of one massive overwhelming space, they've broken it into different stations with themes like Asian, Mediterranean, and American classics. The pizza station stays open late, which is always appreciated after a long day of shore excursions. For specialty dining, the Rotterdam offers several options that are genuinely worth the extra cost. Pinnacle Grill is their signature steakhouse, and the quality here rivals what you'd find at a good land-based restaurant. The seafood is particularly impressive, and they do an excellent job with preparation and presentation. Nami Sushi offers fresh sushi and sashimi, plus cooked Japanese dishes for those who aren't into raw fish. The quality is surprisingly good for being in the middle of the ocean, and the presentation is Instagram-worthy if you're into that sort of thing. Canaletto serves Italian cuisine in a more intimate setting than the main dining room. The pasta is made fresh daily, and they have an excellent selection of wines to pair with your meal. The tiramisu alone is worth the cover charge. For something completely different, the Rotterdam features Rudy's Celle de Mer, which focuses on French-inspired seafood dishes. This isn't your typical cruise ship fare. We're talking about carefully crafted dishes that show real culinary skill. The ship also has several casual dining options that don't require reservations or cover charges. The New York Deli serves surprisingly good sandwiches and soups, perfect for a quick lunch between activities. Dive In at the Pool serves burgers, hot dogs, and fries that are actually quite tasty. Don't overlook the afternoon tea service either. Holland America does a proper British-style tea with finger sandwiches, scones, and pastries. It's a nice way to spend an hour on a sea day, and the setting in the Explorer's Lounge is quite elegant. Pool time on the Rotterdam is refreshingly civilized compared to some of the chaos you'll find on larger ships. The main pool area centers around a Lido pool, which is a good size for swimming actual laps or just floating around. The surrounding deck space has plenty of loungers, though you'll still want to stake out your spot early on sea days. What really sets this ship apart is the Retreat, which is Holland America's adults-only sanctuary. This area includes its own pool, hot tub, and dedicated deck space that's limited to guests 18 and older. The atmosphere here is noticeably more relaxed, and it's the perfect spot if you want to read a book or take a nap without worrying about kids running around. The main pool deck also features 2 hot tubs that can get pretty busy during peak hours, but they're large enough that you don't feel like you're sitting on someone's lap. The water temperature is kept at a comfortable level, and the views of the ocean from the hot tubs are genuinely spectacular. For families traveling with kids, there's a separate family pool area that's designed to be more kid-friendly. It's not as elaborate as what you'll find on some of the megaships, but it serves its purpose and keeps the younger crowd entertained. The sundeck spaces are well designed with a mix of sunny and shaded areas. Holland America has done a good job of creating different zones for different preferences. Whether you want to work on your tan, stay cool in the shade, or find a quiet corner to enjoy the ocean views. One nice touch is the way they've integrated the pool areas with the surrounding bars and casual dining options. You can easily grab a drink or snack without having to trek across the entire ship, which makes pool days much more relaxing. The Rotterdam doesn't try to pack every possible activity onto the ship, but what they do offer is done well. The fitness center is modern and well-equipped, with cardio machines that face the ocean so you can watch the waves while you work out. The equipment is high quality and well-maintained, and there's usually enough space that you don't have to wait for machines. The sports deck includes a basketball court that can also be used for other activities like volleyball or deck games. It's not huge, but it's perfectly functional for getting some exercise or letting kids burn off energy. For those who like a bit of adventure, there's a rock climbing wall that's actually quite challenging. The staff does a good job of helping beginners get started, and more experienced climbers will find routes that test their skills. The jogging track circles the ship on an upper deck and offers great views as you run. It's clearly marked with distance indicators, so you can actually track your workout properly. The track is well maintained and wide enough that you don't feel like you're constantly dodging other joggers. Evening entertainment on the Rotterdam tends toward the more sophisticated end of the spectrum. The main theater hosts production shows that are genuinely entertaining, with talented performers and high-quality staging. These aren't Broadway-level productions, but they're far better than the cheesy shows you might expect on a cruise ship. The music venues throughout the ship offer everything from classical piano performances to contemporary bands. The Explorer's Lounge is particularly nice for evening drinks with live music, and the acoustics are good enough that you can actually have a conversation without shouting. For those who enjoy games and puzzles, there are regular trivia contests, game shows, and other interactive activities. The cruise staff does a good job of keeping things lively without being overly pushy about participation. The Rotterdam's Greenhouse Spa and Salon is where you go when you want to truly relax and forget you're on a ship. The spa facilities are extensive and well-designed, with a thermal suite that includes different types of saunas, steam rooms, and relaxation areas. The treatment menu covers all the basics plus some more exotic options. The massage therapists are skilled professionals, and the treatment rooms are designed to create a truly relaxing atmosphere. Yes, spa services are expensive on cruise ships, but the quality here justifies the cost. The thermal suite is available for a daily or cruise-long pass, and it's honestly one of the best deals on the ship if you plan to use it regularly. The different heat experiences, combined with the relaxation areas and ocean views, create a spa experience that rivals what you'd find at high-end resorts on land. Fitness classes are offered throughout the day, ranging from basic aerobics to more specialized classes like yoga and Pilates. The instructors are knowledgeable and do a good job of accommodating different fitness levels in the same class. The salon services are also top-notch, with skilled stylists who can handle everything from a simple trim to a complete makeover. If you're celebrating a special occasion on your cruise, the salon staff can help you look your best for formal nights or special dinners. While the Rotterdam isn't specifically designed as a family ship, Holland America has made sure that younger guests have plenty to keep them occupied. The kids' club areas are well-designed and age-appropriate, with separate spaces for different age groups. The younger kids area includes games, crafts, and supervised activities that are both fun and educational. The staff members who work in these areas are trained in childcare and do a good job of keeping kids engaged while giving parents a break. For teenagers, there's a dedicated teen area that includes video games, comfortable seating, and activities designed specifically for that age group. It's not the most elaborate teen facility you'll find on cruise ships, but it serves its purpose and gives teens a place to hang out away from their parents. Family-friendly activities throughout the ship include movie nights, family game shows, and special dining events designed to appeal to all ages. The ship does a good job of creating opportunities for families to spend time together while also offering activities that let different family members pursue their own interests. One thing to note is that Holland America's demographic tends to skew older, so families with young children might find themselves in the minority. This isn't necessarily a bad thing, but it's worth considering if you're looking for a ship where your kids will have lots of other children to play with. The Rotterdam sails to some genuinely spectacular destinations, and Holland America's reputation for interesting itineraries definitely shows in their port selections. Rather than just hitting the most obvious tourist destinations, they often include smaller ports that offer more authentic local experiences. Mediterranean itineraries might include stops in places like Kotor, Montenegro, or smaller Greek islands that larger ships can't access. These ports offer a much more intimate experience than you'll get in places like Barcelona or Rome, where you're competing with thousands of other cruise passengers for space at popular attractions. For Northern European cruises, the Rotterdam visits ports throughout Scandinavia and the Baltic, including overnight stays in cities like Stockholm and Copenhagen. These longer port stays give you time to really explore beyond the immediate port area and experience some of the local nightlife and culture. Holland America's shore excursion program is extensive and well-organized. They offer everything from bus tours for those who want an overview of each destination to more active excursions like hiking, biking, or kayaking. The cultural excursions are particularly well done, often including visits to local markets, cooking classes, or meetings with local artisans. One advantage of booking excursions through the cruise line is that the ship will wait for you if your official excursion runs late, which isn't the case if you book independently. However, the ship's excursions are definitely more expensive than what you can arrange on your own in most ports. The port lecturers on Holland America ships are genuinely knowledgeable about the destinations you'll be visiting. They offer presentations about the history, culture, and highlights of each port, which can really enhance your experience when you actually get there. After spending considerable time researching the Rotterdam and reading reviews from actual passengers, it's clear that this ship delivers on Holland America's promise of refined cruising without stuffiness. The ship strikes an excellent balance between having enough amenities to keep you entertained while maintaining the more intimate atmosphere that Holland America is known for. The service throughout the ship is consistently excellent. The staff members are professional, friendly, and genuinely seem to care about making sure guests have a good experience. This isn't the kind of place where you feel like just another passenger in a crowd of thousands. The food quality across all venues is impressive, with the specialty restaurants offering dining experiences that genuinely rival what you'd find on land. Even the buffet maintains higher standards than what you typically see on cruise ships. Where the Rotterdam really shines is in the details. The ship feels well-maintained and thoughtfully designed, with public spaces that flow naturally from one to another. There's always somewhere to sit and relax, whether you want to be in the middle of the action or find a quiet corner to read. If there's a weakness, it's that some guests might find the ship a bit too quiet or refined, especially if they're used to the high-energy atmosphere of larger, more family-oriented ships. This isn't a party ship, and if you're looking for non-stop entertainment and activities, you might want to consider other options. The demographic on Holland America ships tends to skew older, which creates a more relaxed atmosphere, but might not appeal to younger cruisers or families with small children. However, this also means you're less likely to deal with crowded pools, loud music, or long lines for activities. What truly sets the Rotterdam apart from its competitors is Holland America's commitment to destination-focused cruising. While other cruise lines seem to treat ports as afterthoughts, Holland America builds their entire cruise experience around the places you'll visit. The ship's size is actually a major selling point, as it can access smaller ports that the megaships simply can't reach. This opens up itinerary possibilities that you won't find on other cruise lines, particularly in regions like the Mediterranean, Northern Europe, and Alaska. The art collection throughout the ship is genuinely impressive, featuring works from both established and emerging artists. This isn't just decoration, it's a carefully curated collection that adds cultural value to your cruise experience. Holland America's partnership with the Oprah magazine brings exclusive programming that includes book clubs, wellness seminars, and other enrichment activities. Whether you're into Oprah or not, these programs offer a level of intellectual engagement that you won't find on most cruise ships. The ship's commitment to sustainability is also noteworthy. Holland America has invested in environmental technologies that reduce the ship's impact on the ocean and destinations you'll visit. For environmentally conscious travelers, this attention to sustainability can be an important factor in choosing a cruise line. The Rotterdam features several meeting rooms and conference facilities that make it suitable for corporate events, family reunions, or other group gatherings. The facilities are modern and well-equipped, with audiovisual capabilities that rival what you'd find in land-based conference centers. The group dining options allow organizations to host private events in elegant settings with customized menus. The ship's event planning staff is experienced in handling everything from small, intimate gatherings to large corporate functions. For wedding parties or anniversary celebrations, the Rotterdam offers several beautiful venues for ceremonies and receptions. The ship's wedding coordinator can help arrange everything from flowers to photography, making it possible to have a memorable celebration at sea. The business center provides internet access, printing capabilities, and other services that business travelers might need. While the internet speeds aren't as fast as what you'd have on land, they're adequate for staying connected with work or family back home. Past guests consistently mention the exceptional service they receive from individual crew members who went above and beyond to make their cruise special. Stories include housekeeping staff who created elaborate towel animals for children, waiters who remembered dietary restrictions without being reminded, and guest services representatives who solved problems with grace and efficiency. Many guests talk about the personal connections they made with crew members who shared stories about their home countries and cultures. These interactions often become highlights of the cruise experience, creating memories that last long after the vacation ends. The ship's photographers are particularly skilled at capturing special moments, and many guests mention being surprised by how much they enjoyed the professional photo sessions. While cruise ship photos can be expensive, the quality on Holland America ships is consistently high. Guest services on the Rotterdam handles special requests with impressive attention to detail. Whether it's arranging surprise celebrations, accommodating dietary restrictions, or helping with shore excursion planning, the staff consistently goes the extra mile to ensure guest satisfaction. The Rotterdam represents Holland America's vision of what modern cruising should be: sophisticated but not stuffy, comprehensive but not overwhelming, and always focused on the destinations you'll visit rather than just the ship itself. For travelers who appreciate quality over quantity and prefer a more refined cruise experience, the Rotterdam delivers exactly what it promises. The ship succeeds because it doesn't try to be everything to everyone. Instead, it focuses on doing fewer things exceptionally well, creating an experience that feels more like staying at a high-end resort that happens to move from place to place. If you're considering a cruise on the Rotterdam, you should know that this isn't a budget option, but the value is evident in every aspect of the experience. From the quality of the food to the professionalism of the service to the thoughtful design of the public spaces, this ship justifies its premium positioning in the cruise market.